Hey everyone, this is Kang and welcome to our new home, streaming coach or Coach Kang, whatever I decide to call this channel, welcome. First things first, you may be wondering what this channel is all about and who am I if you're new to this channel, if you're new to me. This channel will be everything encompassing streaming. So streaming tips, information on streaming platforms, where you should stream, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, what software you need to use, what tools you should be using. I even want to talk about, games, like what games should you stream? If there's new games coming out, should you stream that game? We're also going to be doing different things involving, Discord, setting up a community, having talks with other streamers, doing interviews, all kind of things I want to do on this channel. And I don't want to give too much away too soon, but a lot of stuff is coming. I've been thinking about this idea for a long time, and I finally decided that, hey, let's just do it. So you're probably also wondering, who am I and what qualifies me to be anybody's stream coach? Well, I don't want to brag or anything, but I started streaming about a week ago, and I have about 3 followers on Twitch, so doing pretty well. I made my YouTube channel over 3 years ago. Yeah, over 3 years ago. Made my YouTube channel over 3 years ago. As a matter of fact, June 18th, 2015. We started on YouTube just uploading videos like a lot of people do. I was uploading just random things, whatever I thought might interest people, just to kind of see what stuck. I also started streaming on Twitch because I was watching Twitch, and I said, you know what, well, let me just try it out. So we streamed a little bit on Twitch. We did things like Splatoon and Hearthstone. I was really into Hearthstone back then, so we did some Hearthstone, but I didn't really go too far with it. It was more like just an experiment. Back to YouTube, I was still doing my content, but I also heard through the grapevine that YouTube was actually trying to start their own streaming platform revolved around gaming. So I said, that might be a good idea. I was already doing my gaming stuff, and I was streaming a lot of different games. A series that I was doing was Fallout New Vegas. So I said, you know what, let me start streaming this on YouTube to see how it goes, because I had been streaming it for a while, and I had been getting a lot of viewers that were coming by every single day watching the videos. So I figured if I stream this, then maybe those same people will come by and watch it live. So I started streaming on YouTube before YouTube Gaming even launched, and it was pretty successful. Just as I had thought, those same people came by to the stream and they started watching, and that's how I started to grow. I continued streaming on YouTube a few times a week. I was doing games like Fallout. I was doing a little bit of Minecraft and Mario Kart, and things were going pretty well. I started streaming Super Mario Maker a little bit later, and that is kind of what got my channel a little bit kick-started. I was kind of known as the Nintendo guy, so any Nintendo games, whether it be new or old, I was streaming on my channel, and that's kind of how things got started for me, just streaming Nintendo game and Super Mario Maker. I built up an audience playing Mario Maker, and things were going pretty well. So fast forward a little bit, I was continuing to stream Mario Maker, and it was going pretty well. We were getting like between 100 and 200 viewers a night, which was actually really good for me, because I had been used to streaming like Minecraft and getting 30 viewers, which I thought was a really big deal at the time, which is still really good. But I was like, wow, 30 viewers, and now I have 100 viewers. This is going pretty well for me. But then a little game came out called Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight. I had no idea what this game was, or I had no information about this game. I signed up to play in the alpha. I got in. So I started streaming it randomly one night just because I said, hey, let's just try out this new game. I even have the first time that I streamed the game still as a video on my channel. You guys can check that out in the description below. But I started streaming the game, and I was noticing that, hey, I was getting a pretty decent amount of viewers just by streaming this game, and I was actually getting a lot of new subscribers by streaming this game. I said, well, that's interesting. So I continued to stream it, but I was still streaming Mario Maker. I was streaming Mario Maker first, and then I would stream Dead by Daylight later in the night. I continued to stream it, and my viewership for Dead by Daylight continued to go up. to the point where it was well above the Mario Maker streams, and I was really having a hard time trying to think about what I wanted to do. Should I continue streaming Mario Maker, or should I focus on Dead by Daylight? So I went to VidCon that year, and I met a lot of other streamers who I had gotten to know while streaming on YouTube. And we went to a lot of panels. We had a lot of talks about motivation and all kind of different things that you get when you go to a convention. You get amped up and excited. So at the end of the convention, I kind of made the decision after talking to a bunch of people that I was going to focus only on Dead by Daylight, which was a big jump for me because I was known as the Nintendo guy, and now I was only gonna do Dead by Daylight. So it took a lot of thinking to get to that conclusion, but it worked out pretty well for me because when I came back from VidCon and I started focusing on DBD, my viewership started to gradually climb to the point where it just skyrocketed. I was focusing on DBD, and now I was getting 1,000 viewers every single night consistently. And at certain points where there was like an update or something, I was getting up to 3,000 viewers. It was crazy. It was crazy the amount of success that I had by making that change. And no one else on the platform was really doing that at that time. A few months later, Friday the 13th came out, and we had our highest viewership ever, about 6,000 people organically just watching the streams, and it was really exciting, a really good time. Things were going pretty well until a few months later when the adpocalypse struck. So a lot of you guys know what the adpocalypse is, but pretty much it's when YouTube changed the way they show ads on channels. And long story short, my ad revenue was cut by like 90%. It was crazy. It was really crazy. So I was streaming full time on YouTube because of the ad revenue and the amount of viewers that I was getting. I was able to stream full time, and it was going pretty well. But once that happened and I checked my dashboard and I saw for that month I was only getting like $100, I basically went into like what the heck mode. So I had already been talking to Twitch about coming over to their platform, and that was just the right time to do it. So I switched over to Twitch, and pretty much that's where I've been, and things have been going pretty well since then. Right now we're at like 350 subs. We're almost at 30,000 followers. So long story short, things are going pretty well. And I've been around the block a little bit, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Twitch, highs and lows. So I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, involving streaming to kind of help anybody who's willing to listen out. And that's pretty much what this channel is going to be about. It's just giving my advice, giving some tips, giving some tricks, and just whoever's willing to listen, and also building up a community based on streaming and helping each other out and helping each other grow. So that's who I am in a nutshell. That's what this channel is about in a nutshell. If you made it to this point, thank you so much for listening. And like I mentioned, we're going to be doing a lot of different things on the channel. Our next video, our first real video besides this introduction, is a video on where to stream. Where to stream, YouTube, Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer. There's options, and a lot of new people have this struggle about, okay, where should I start streaming? What's the best place for me to go? Or even if you're already streaming, where should I make a change? What should I do? So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that and giving my opinions and thoughts and feedback about, as a new person, where you should go. As a person who's already streaming, should you stay where you are? Things like that. So I hope it's pretty useful. Hopefully it's beneficial. And again, a lot of news is going to be coming regarding the different things we're going to be doing with the channel, like Discord and everything else. So stay tuned. But thank you so much for watching the first video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Peace out. Bye.